Hello, welcome back again to another video. Before we get started, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's just get to the stimulus update for today. It doesn't seems like up to now they come into an agreement yet with the stimulus, but President Trump do really want to proceed with a presidential executive order if they don't come to an agreement before the election, which I don't believe that's gonna happen because it doesn't seems like those people's gonna be in the same page. So if they don't really want to come to an agreement, President Trump's gonna have to do that on his part to do a presidential executive order only for stimulus check. It's not gonna be including any money for cities or schools or anything is like money for government and the states and stuff like that. It's only gonna be stimulus for the people. Now, there's a little catch to it because Nancy Pelosi, she said that she waiting on a yes answer from the Republican Party. The Republican Party that's supposed to make that decision, it's Mitch McConnell, that's the leader of the Republican Party, that's supposed to get with President Trump to get a final yes to get this bill signed and vote on so everybody can get absolutely a stimulus package. So, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna get in the same page because they're talking about after the election, I guess. Oh my God, this is a headache. Because if they don't get to an agreement before the election, that's not going to happen until next year. I'm talking about February next year. Because think about it. Whoever win the election, they're going to have to come up with a new administration. They're going to have to do things differently. They cannot just go and put that out there on a new start and a new contract. Because remember, the president, whenever they get reelected again, it's like a contract. So they have to make sure they have a whole team in place. So before they get to stimulus, that's the thing they're going to work on first. And then they're going to get to stimulus package. Maybe the stimulus might be a little bit bigger than right now. But I don't think they're gonna just jump in right after the election on to vote on a stimulus package again. So now the only thing we need to do is to keep our fingers crossed to see if there's a way maybe President Trump can sign that executive order so we can get that stimulus from him. To be honest with you, I don't really care right now about money for schools, money for cities and stuff because right now we need money for the people that really want to put food on the table, the people that barely get by right now. Those are the people that really needed help. School do need help too, but not as much as people that really have to take care of necessities because a lot of people left the kids do the school at home. So, do school really a priority right now? I don't think so because right now we need to focus on people that really need money to pay for the rent, to pay for the car payment, to pay for the electricity, to keep food on the table because those are the people that's mostly lay off. Those are the people that's right now on unemployment. Those are the people right now that can barely get by. They just have to either move in with the parents again, or they have to move in with a friend, or they have to, do something to see if they can get around until they get help. Those are the people that get a layoff letter from the job. Like today, Disney announced that there's a second round of emails and letters sending out to people that's laying off. Those people that lay off, they just like they get fired basically. Those people are not staying on furlough, they get fired. So those people are desperately need help. Those people right now, they need help like more than anybody else because their unemployment can't cut up. Their unemployment can't even make it halfway through. Imagine you have a $1,500 or $1,400 apartment to pay, and you're only getting like what, 4 times 247? It's like $900. Yeah, 495, 494 times two. Yeah, about 900 something dollars. It's not even enough to pay for your rent. So if those people get at least a stimulus check, if they have dependent, at least they can have a $2,000 come in. They can get ahead, not get ahead, at least to, pay some of the bills that they really have pending right now. They really have overdue. So those are the people that need help. If President Trump can do that, I think that would be a great idea instead of fighting with those people that's playing the political game to sign on that stimulus package. I think that's what they should do, from my opinion, because it doesn't seem like those guys gonna get on the same page even a couple days from today, because they just stuck at 1.9 trillion. And the other hand, Nancy Pelosi, I get her point, but at the same time, she don't really feel that pain for the people. She don't really trying to help the way she should, because $1.9 trillion can do so much right now. If she giving the people for real priority with help 1.9 trillion, I think that's a acceptable offer for now. So let's get that 1.9 trillion right now, do what we have to do with it, and then we can look later on for other stuff. I think that's what they should do, but they have the political agenda. It's not going like that. I really like this guy, that governor from New Hampshire, that's calling all of them out. He said that they should get all 535 of them to get them out of office and get rid of them and try and, start fresh with new ones. We're better off with new people, with new Congress members that's going to make better decisions for us, that's going to get our back when we fell off, that's going to really help us when we really need it the most. I really agree with him. If you're watching this video, the governor for New Hampshire, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because I love your idea. That's showing a sense of responsibility, a sense of what they call sense of help, sense of care for the people. And a lot of time, the politicians don't know when they are in office, we are the one that give them that position because we vote for them. We vote to keep them in place. We vote to keep them. They're supposed to help us in return. They're supposed to stand up for us. But that's not what they've been doing right now. And it's a big critic. It's a critical moment for the United States, because when you see other countries, how they helping the citizen, how they they handle the virus differently, and we are supposed to be the best, supposedly, and I can't even give us any number right now, to be honest, because not even one of them handles this virus the way they should. When it comes to vaccine, I don't even want to go to vaccine, because the vaccine not gonna be ready even in the next 6 months. So when it comes to testing, when it comes to medical supply, when it comes to so much, they really slack on that. So I really give all of them not even a 2 out of 10, because they don't really handle this virus the way they're supposed to. Let me ask you guys something. Do you really think they're gonna have a second shutdown? Because right now it doesn't really look good. We have more than 80,000 people a day that's been infected in this virus now. So if we have every 10 American, I mean, every 10 people, not only American, every 10 people you find one of them that's infected. That's a bad thing for the country. It's a bad thing for the economy. It's a bad thing for everything. So if people keep getting infected like that, the number go over 80,000 people in a day. So in that 80,000, you don't even know how many of them that's gonna be recovered. Do you think there's really gonna be a second shutdown? That's a question mark. But as far as I understand, I think there will be a second shutdown. And it will be very, very tough, rougher than the one we had in March. So be ready for that, guys. There will be a second shutdown because things are not going in the right direction right now. Um, when you see how many people in the hospital, 41,000 people hospitalized, you don't know how many of those people is gonna crush the virus for real to come back to that health that they had before. So that's very concerns. And on top of that, you're having about 80,000 people a day. You mean in 10, 11 days, it's over a million people, almost a million people that's gonna be infected in 10 days. What about a month? So you can have about almost 3 million people infected in a month. So that's very concerned though. That's a big deal. Even though when you see how so many businesses, everything come basically supposedly come back to normal, which is not normal right now. That's very concerned to see how many people infected in a day, and the health official and the government, all those people that fighting over this stimulus package, they haven't taken any decision to talk about this because 80,000 people a day, that's way more than when the virus was just started. So it's a bad thing. It's not a good thing right now for us. Whether you have the virus, whether you don't have the virus, whatever your case might be right now, let's just keep praying together. Let's, you know, uh, that's the only thing we can do right now with this thing because it's not going anywhere. And there's no one that's handled it properly to make it go away. So and the worst thing is we don't even get help. My point is if they shut down for a second time, I think it's a great move to shut down a second time, but at the same time bring help for everybody. At least freeze rent and mortgages. At least freeze I mean if you have car payment, if you have any student loan, if you have any personal loan, freeze those big bills because people get so anxious, they get scared, they get nervous, they get very frustrated when they have to pay those bills because they are the biggest bills paying the mortgage, the rent. Most of the countries, that's what they do. They freeze up those things. So whatever package they're gonna pass and in the future, then they can include those bills. They can have that as a bailout for those companies. Because remember, whatever's happening right now, it's not your fault. It's not even my fault. It's not your fault that's watching this video. So they should handle that appropriately. They should take us in a way where we have to be calm. We have to be no worries at this time because people that worry a lot is people that losing their job. What do you want me to do if I lose my job? Well, the house I'm not gonna pay for. I know you don't owe me housing. You don't have to pay for my rent. You don't have to pay for my bills. But at the same time, if you take my job away from me, then I have to get compensated because that's the reason why that's where taxes play in. That's when taxes comes in. With the amount of taxes you pay in, property taxes, whatever you buy, you pay in taxes. That's exactly what it is for. They call that tax rebate, tax credit. So that's when you need that credit back to get yourself back on track, to get yourself together when things getting bad. But those politicians, they don't see it that way. If they gonna end up shut down again, they don't have a plan. This country is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a real mess going on in this country. The economy not gonna only crash, it's gonna broken in pieces. Because what keep the economy moving, it's people. Because people go to work, people create job, people open businesses, all those kind of things. But if you don't have people, there's nothing can move along. So that's what's happened with this stimulus package. So Nancy Pelosi still have hope something can happen even at the end of the week. But Mitch McConnell never say a word. Stephen Mnuchin stay quiet for a little bit. Looks like they kind of slow down on that negotiation right now. We'll see what's happening at the end of the week, and we all definitely will keep you updated with this stimulus check update. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to share this video with your friends if you get any value in this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.